So I just want to come on here and say that if you're wondering why people voted for Trump, it's because of things like this. My daughter likes to take cheese and pepperoni and crackers for her lunch. I counted how many pieces of cheese were left in this before I ate any to make sure that I had enough for her to take every day for lunch this week. I counted the pieces of cheese because I didn't want to have to go buy more. That's why I voted for Trump.
Well, partner, there's just one thing I thought you should know. Music, please.
Vivek and Elon have made a muck of the place by saying that American culture is mediocre.
Why are we hiring other engineers from foreign countries when we already have plenty of engineers that need work here? How about we invest in individuals that already work and live and already have an engineering degree in the United States instead of bringing somebody that's foreign over here that our tax dollars have to pay for? Is it because you can pay them cheaper than American engineers? Is it because they can't go on strike or they'll lose their green card visas? Let's focus on putting America first and focus on providing American jobs for Americans. Hope this helps.
Hey guys, welcome back again to the channel. So in today's video, MAGAs are not even having it with Elon Musk and even Trump himself. They are not joking this time. A lot of them are out there dragging themselves on Twitter space just because Elon and Vivek came up and talked about, bringing in foreign workers on the H-1B visa. So let's go ahead, watch what they have to say, other creators are saying, then we'll come back and talk more.
Tonight, as President-elect Donald Trump is preparing for a widespread immigration crackdown when he takes office 25 days from now, we're seeing a crack between some of his top advisors and his MAGA base. Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy are both facing major blowback from their own supporters for not only backing, but encouraging offering more visas to highly skilled foreign workers. Over the Christmas holiday, Musk posted this online saying, think of this like a pro sports team. If you want your team to win the championship, you need to recruit top talent wherever they may be. He later added, I'm referring to bringing in, via legal immigration, the top 0.1% of engineering talent as being essential for America to keep winning. He's talking about H-1B visas, which allow employers to hire highly skilled foreign workers. Musk, who himself is from South Africa, said that he once had this kind of visa, and he's arguing that Silicon Valley is facing a shortage of excellent engineering talent, as he put it. But the annual cap on those kinds of visas right now is at $65,000, with another $20,000 for those who get a master's.
Vivek and Elon have made a muck of the place by saying that American culture is mediocre. And they were referring to that when they were talking about needing to fill tech positions and wanting to go overseas to do so. American culture is mediocre. But don't come for me. Just hear me out first, and then you can come for me if you feel. American culture is mediocre. You want to know how I know? Talk to a black woman. Talk to a black woman. Let's just make sure we got some things straight, right? This country was started in a way where money, white men. Those things is what built this country. 1%ers, those last names we all know, and white men. Those are the groups that are access, benefit of the doubt. Here you go. This is all for you, right? Healthcare is centered around white men and their stats, right? We just figured out that women need more sleep than men, like just yesterday, right? Because everything was tested for white men, figured out for white men, and centered around having all the money. You got the money, you got the access, you're a white man, chef's kiss, all right? Everybody else below that, different levels of struggle to be able to even access anything remotely close to what those two groups can access. However, it is not to be mistaken that those two have to combine. The top 1% still have this really big hold on this country. And if you think about it, if too many people based on their merit can rise, the 1% won't be the 1% anymore, and this country will cease to exist as we know it. And God forbid that happens for the people that are up there and like to stay up there. So what we end up having is the race wars and the money wars that come together to make sure that everybody below doesn't really get too far. Okay? So I guess the next best thing would be a white person who's not in the 1%, right? They can get pretty high up there, but there's still going to be some things that stop you from really perforating that veil that we know exists. For that to happen, there has to be a mediocre culture. Talk to a Black woman, because here's what we are told. If there's a Black woman of a certain age with a certain degree of success, they've had a mentor or a parent or someone who's well-intentioned that goes, to get half of what they have, you need to be, I know some of y'all had to finish this, twice as good. Now, if you think about the scoring of any examination, 200% is never an option. Never an option. Because if that's the case, the scoring rubric it doesn't make sense. 100% is the highest you can go. Maybe extra credit can get you to 120% on a stretch. So if we are asking Black women, like, hey, for y'all to be able to get up and actually achieve some sort of success for yourselves and your family, you need to be twice as good. It's not asking them to get 200%. It's asking them to get 100% to maybe 120 on a good day or on a bad day, depending on how you want to look at it. That means that a standard operating procedure is at 45 to maybe 70%. One of my friends, we bond all the time over mediocrity. Sometimes we're talking about, hey, like, to get into these rooms, to sit at these tables, we have to do X, Y, Z, A, B, C, and then Joker across the table opens his mouth and we're just like, did he have to go through the same things we did? Or like, are we hearing him correctly? Like, I worked in a lot of corporate education spaces, and the way they be up there just turning wheels, like straight. I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm in this corporation now. I can make change for good. And they are turning out these subpar, mediocre products. And I'm sitting here like, does anybody not understand that we're sending these products to schools and it's not doing anything? And I get shut up every single time when I actually care about the education of the people. I'm like, this is not helping. And then I get the call, people pull me aside like, maybe this is not for you. And I'm like, you're right. It probably isn't, because how are y'all sitting here okay with just turning wheels and making everyone think you're doing great education work when all you're doing is making sure that like everyone stays in that middle bubble?
I don't think that MAGAs are ever going to find out, getting to find out that they made a mistake, because they are not even thinking about that, They know they made a mistake in their mind, but saying it out to shame themselves, they feel embarrassed about it. So I don't think they are ever going to accept that what they did was the wrong thing, We all know why they voted the way they did, so they are not ready to accept their mistakes.
Elon's put out this tweet that, all his companies have depended upon that. Now, we'll go dig out the information from public documents and just I'd like you to publish, we would like you to publish every engineer that you've brought in on HB1 visa and let us determine, let's just see the information and see if American citizens could not fill those billets. You're going to find we still haven't seen, if all this going on, have they come forward with any examples? One example, from David Sachs to Vivek Ramaswamy to Elon Musk to any of them. Have they come up with examples of these Einsteins that the job could not be done by American citizen? American citizens come first. The problem this country in the last 40, 50 years is not just America hasn't come first, it's America last. It's American citizens last. And guess what? You provide the social structure. You provide the underpinnings. You are Burke's little platoons. As I say over and over again, in the Lions Club, in the Kiwanis Club, in the
Elon Musk and MAGA are hitting a real rough patch. Elon Musk and Ramaswamy want to make it easier for skilled workers to legally immigrate to the US. And the MAGA folks who pretended like they're cool with legal immigration are being caught in their lie because they are not happy about this. With big-time MAGA folks like Laura Loomer saying, don't worry guys, the divorce is coming soon. And our good buddy Matt Gaetz saying, we did not ask them to engineer an immigration policy. MAGA folks are coming out of the woodwork to fight against this. And then Elon Musk, the free speech absolutist that he is, censored those people on X. I wonder why I'm not surprised about that. He has demonetized and taken the verification away from a ton of MAGA creators on X who otherwise used to love Elon Musk, but they value their racist nationalism more than they value this guy. And the funny thing is, even though I really don't like Elon Musk, I agree with him here. Getting more skilled workers from out of the country to come in and be engineers and work in tech is going to make America stronger. So if MAGA and Elon Musk are going to feud over something this small, just imagine how tough it's going to be when they get into the real serious issues. For example, Doge, headed up by Elon Musk, is going to try to cut $2 trillion from our budget. But he can only cut discretionary spending, and that's $1.7 trillion a year, so he can't even reach his benchmark without cutting into mandatory spending. And there is a ton of shit in here that regular MAGA folks are not going to want cut at all. So when shit gets really real and he starts trying to take away a bunch of stuff from you, this little spat about legal immigration is going to seem like nothing. Should be fun to watch.
Trust me when I say that the movie had just begun. Okay, it has just begun. A lot is about to change. A lot is about to go down. MAGA is about to find out, okay, enter their find out phase, even though it's not entirely entering into their find out stage, but they are gradually stepping closer to their find out phase because they voted him in the first place. Now why are they complaining? They should enjoy everything that he brings alongside, okay? And to think that he is not even keeping to any of his promises during the campaign, all right? He was against immigration. He is anti-immigration, and right now it seems as if he is pro-immigration because he is supporting what Elon has said, okay, and said we need good hands, we need good people coming in to do all of these tech jobs. So there are no Americans doing the same tech job. Okay, MAGA, you are just about to find out. Anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Let's have that conversation in the comment section. Please do what to subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. See you guys on my next video. Bye guys.